So today we want to look at real estate buyer psychology. So we want to understand what truly drives property decision. Why do people, buy property, and the drivers. In a short form, it's just understanding how people behave when it comes to buying property. Last time we studied their needs. Today, they have identified the need. How do they behave in the buying process? Okay, so what is real estate buyer psychology? Real estate buyer psychology is the study of how people think, feel, and make decisions when buying properties. It focuses on the emotions, motivations, fears, and financial thinking that influence whether someone buys a property or not. Do you understand? So we are looking at all how the processes and how people think when they are buying property. That's just the summary of what we want to study today. So why buyer psychology matters. Understanding real estate buyer psychology is one of the most powerful skills a developer, realtor, or investor can master. Real estate decisions are emotional first, logical second. Understanding psychology increases closing rates, reduces price objection, and build long-term trust. Okay, so buyers don't buy property, they buy outcome. People are not buying 5-bedroom duplex, 600 square meter plot, commercial suite. They are buying what? Status, financial growth, peace of mind, future appreciation. So what's your job as a realtor? Focus, sell the result, not the outcome. I hope I'm not speaking above your heads. Do you understand me? When somebody says he's buying 5-bedroom duplex, he's buying security. You want to be secured. Abi? For example, if the person wants to live in the house, he's buying security. He don't want to find himself one day being thrown out of the house because he or she did not pay house rent. Abi? Some people are also buying, they have houses, but they are buying in Gusape because their friends are buying there. And all the big guys in Abuja, that's where they are buying property. Because of that singular fact alone, that's what we mean by what? Status. Some want to grow their finances. Some people just buy, they want to have peace of mind. You understand? So these are what? That is what we mean by say they buy outcomes. So if somebody is talking to you about buying properties, know that some of these things are what in the person's mind, not necessarily your 600 square meter or whatever. Do you understand? Okay, next slide. So emotion drives, logic justifies. So emotion makes the decision, logic defends it. A buyer may say, I need to think about ROI. I want to compare prices. What do you think is going on in the person's mind? But internally, they are thinking, does this make me feel safe? Will my family be proud? Will I regret missing this? What is your role as a realtor? Trigger emotion, then provide supporting data so that the person can buy. Please, these things we are discussing, they are very, very important. And you remember what I told you before. You are not just a salesperson. You are what? A consultant. So when you are discussing with somebody, a prospective client, and is, making all these things, I want to think about the ROI. You should be able to know what is going on in the person's mind. Do you understand? And that will structure how you pitch, how you talk to the person. Is it understood? Okay, next slide. So the 7 core motivations of a buyer. What motivates people to buy property? Number 1, security. For example, land equals security in Nigeria. Many people buy because they feel nobody can sack them from their house. Do you agree? I didn't get a resounding I agree. Eh? So one of the main reasons why people buy property is because of security. They want themselves to be secure. They want their future to be secure. They want the future of their family to be secured. Then fear of missing out. My friend have bought property in Gusape, and I learned that they are selling at pre-launch. Do you understand me? So I will have fear that if I didn't buy at that pre-launch stage, I will miss out. It will what? It will motivate me to buy. Eh? Or when you hear that this place is a very prime place and there's only 3 plots that are left to be sold in that place, you quickly take decision. So that's what they mean by FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out. Then social status. We discussed that briefly. People today, especially in this Abuja, some people are buying because their friends, they want people to know that they have house in Maitama, in Asokoro, in a Guzape, is a symbol of status. This is, or commonly as we say in Nigeria, that I belong. I belong to what? This kind of class of people. Okay. Then wealth preservation. So people buy to preserve their wealth. As we discussed last time, there are other ways that it can easily be wiped out if you are not careful. Do you understand me? Real estate is one of the best means you can preserve your wealth. As we discussed, if you have a stock, you left it for somebody to inherit, they can decide to sell the whole stock one day. Abi? But property, and apart from even selling, you hear what is happening now with all this crisis in the Middle East. Prices of stocks are just fluctuating. They are going up and down. Oil stocks, for example, is going up rapidly. I just watched on television now. In Nigeria, the stock exchange, oil stock was the highest gainer last week, 9 point something percent increase in the overall oil and gas sector. But some other stocks are going down. Do you understand? So it's not stable. It's a good investment, but it is not stable as real estate. Price of other commodities like gold and all that, they also go up and down. Property prices, it varies sometimes, but on the average, is always appreciating, especially land. Then passive income. You want to have passive income. That's, you want to find yourself in a situation whereby you have arrived. You just want something that you will not be putting much work on it and you'll be getting income. I hope you understand what passive and active income means. Okay, good. But passive income, you have worked for it. For example, you buy a built house. Basically, sometimes you hand over to facility managers. You don't do anything. They will be paying you your rent. You write a book. You do it once and the money is coming. You put it on Amazon, put it on a YouTube channel, you have big followers, you are not doing much work, money is coming. Those are what they are called passive income. So people buy property to earn passive income. Then convenience, just a place that is convenient for them. Example, you are working here in Gariki. If you can afford a property around here, you will buy because it's what? It's more convenient for you. Or people are buying a place that is closer to their children's school. Those are the considerations they make before they buy property. Then trust. Some people will buy because they trust the developer. They trust the realtor that is presenting the property to them. So these are the 7 core motivators of buyers. Do we understand it? Okay. The 5 psychological stages of a buyer. 1 is awareness. The person starts thinking, I need to invest. That means the person have identified the need to invest in properties. That's the first. Second stage, you start to make research. They compare location, prices, developer credibility, payment plans. Are you guys encountering all this when you are going for marketing? Eh? So at this stage, the person is what? Doing research. Me, I do this a lot. I do this a lot. So this is number 2 is research. When the person now become aware of the need to invest, they start to make research. Which place should I buy? Which developer should I buy from? How credible are they? Do they have payment plans? All this come under research. Then number 3, when they have passed this stage of research, then there is this issue of fear and of doubt, danger zone. What is there in the title? What if there is problem in the title issue? That's one of the things they will think about. What if it is a scam? What if price of the property later drop? Maybe the person is buying for investment, he want to resell. What if the price of the property come down less than what the person buys it? So this is third stage is where sometimes the deal dies. If it didn't skate through this, that's the end of it. Do you understand me? And your job as a top salesperson is to handle this stage professionally. This is where you begin to, you try as much as possible to clear all this doubt the person has in his or her mind. Do you understand? Then the next stage, number 4 stage, is emotional decision. Now they have overcome the fear. They are now in emotion. They start picturing renting the property out, living in the property. Maybe it's a very nice house. They picture themselves being in that house. Or it could even be in a neighborhood. You understand? Just picture yourself living in what? In Guzape. If you are calling, somebody says coming to your house, you'll be very, very proud to announce where you are living. Where are you staying? I'm staying in Guzape Hills. Okay, that's comes under emotion. Then visualization increases what? Commitment. When the person visualize him or herself living in a particular place, or that the property meets his or her need, it will make the person to make what? Commitment. Then justification. They now look for ROI projection, title document, infrastructure plans. You see, emotion has, made them to decide to buy, but they have to justify the investment decision they are making. That is why they are asking you for what? ROI, return on investment projection. If I buy this property, then they will go to title. They have to verify and be sure that the property are okay. Then infrastructural plans that will make what? The property to appreciate in the future. So these are the 5 stages that they go through if they want to buy property. Okay, cognitive bias that influence buyers. Anchoring. First price they hear becomes their what? Reference point. I hope this is not so high for you. Okay, so scarcity effect. Only 3 plus left. Increases what? Urgency. That is what will make them to, say, oh, I don't want to miss out. Social proof. Other buyers, testimonial, construction progress. Do you guys agree that these are some of the things that will influence their decision to buy? Do you agree? Yes. Nobody wants to buy into an estate that the way it was this month is the way it will be in the next 6 months. So these are the things, especially when they hear, you see these other buyers that people are buying in this place. That alone will make the person to buy if the person has the money. Okay, then loss aversion. People fear losing money more than they desire to make it. Do we understand this? They fear losing the money they have already than they desire to make it. So instead of saying, for example, we will gain 40% in 2 years, say if you wait 12 months, you may pay 40% more. Do you agree that this second verse will make the person take faster decision? Eh? Because the 40% they are not sure. But if they hear that if there is certain that maybe the price will increase, they would like to quickly take decision. Eh? Okay, next slide. Okay, practical application of this buyer psychology for realtors and developers like all of us here. So if you are selling property in Abuja, for example, for entry buyers are people who are just starting new to buy properties. In most cases, it may be young people or it may just be civil servants. They are looking at outskirts where they can afford. Example are places like Kuje, Buare, and Karishi. What are you to focus on? What you focus on what? Present affordability. Justify that the property is really what? Affordable. Eh? Then payment plans. This kind of people, they need payment plans. They will not be able to give you 5 million naira, for example, at a time. If the property is 5 million, they want it to be broken down so that they can be paying what? Gradually. Then long-term appreciation. They also be interested to see that the property will appreciate in a long term. Then title. These people, they have the money, but they have to go through they don't want to lose this money for anything. For some of them, this is their last hope. Eh? So that's why you too, as property developers, you have to be very, very sure of what you are selling to people. Then for middle level buyers, these are people who are looking for properties, places around Guarimpa, Life Camp. Eh? So what do you focus on? You focus on rental income, community, and accessibility. For some people that they find themselves within a particular community, it makes sense to them. Then for high-end buyers, people who are buying property in Maitama, Asokoro, and Guzape, Usetu, all these kind of places, what do you focus on? Exclusivity. As I said before, some people, they just want to say they're among the people, the big guys in Abuja that are staying in Guzape or Maitama. Do you understand me? We are studying all this so that because each client is very, very different. We are studying all this so that you know how you do what you handle the negotiation or the discussion you are teaching. Do you understand? So if you are talking to somebody who is buying house in Gusape, for example, you won't be telling the person that the property is affordable, or be stressed, focusing more. I'm not saying they won't like payment plan, but you won't be focusing more on payment plans. Do you understand me? You would rather be focusing on what? How many people are living in these kind of places? You start to make research, the people who are living in Gusape, for example. You'll be telling the person you'll be neighbor to FCT minister, Obi Kubana, all the ministers. Do you understand? This is prestige. That is what we interest this kind of people. Do you understand? Then privacy is not a crowded place where when you come out in the morning, there will be hold up on the road and stuff like that. Do you understand? Then exclusivity. This place is highly exclusive. It's not for everybody. It's for select few people who are what? Privileged to live in this kind of places. Okay, the golden rule of buyer psychology. People buy when they trust you, they see value, they feel urgency, they feel safe. So if you remove fear, you increase clarity, increase certainty, and close deals. Do you understand? Okay. So conclusion. Master human behavior, increase closing rate, and build repeat clients. Grow your real estate business. So this is where we draw the curtain in today's training. Question, if there's any.
Mark Homes Limited are leading real estate developers based in Abuja, Nigeria. We currently have ongoing development projects with high return on investment. Please visit our website, our social media handle, or contact us on the number displayed on the screen. Thank you for watching this video. We believe you have been positively impacted. Please subscribe, like, and share.